Hey guys, I figured it was about time I made my purple loadout video. I got a few requests for it, so thought it was about time. Just wanted to start off with showing you guys the inventory here, just so that I'm not in some skin server where I could just grab whatever I want. So it's got everything in here. So yeah, just wanted to show you that so you know it's not all just a fake or anything. But we will start out with terrorists. We'll work our way up from pistols. I guess the first thing here is the Pandora's box gloves. These ones are actually well worn, so I think they look pretty decent for being almost battle scarred. I had some marble fade specialist gloves before, and like even in field tested they looked really bad, but I think these ones look pretty good. And then for the knife, I have the phase 3 Karambit Doppler. I think it goes with the gloves pretty well, especially on the inspect. Kind of matches with the palms of the gloves. Yeah. All right, and then so we will start off with the Glock, basic Moonrise here. Nothing super special or expensive, but goes really well with the gloves. And then for the R8, we have the Phoenix marker. Again, I think it goes pretty well with the gloves, especially since it's got that little bit of blue on there. It goes with the palms really well. P250, we have the Epicenter. Probably not the greatest match, but I kind of like the textured look of it, and it does have a decent amount of purple and that kind of light blue on it, so I think it's pretty decent. Tech 9, got the Decimator. I don't really think this one goes that well. There's another skin, I guess, that can look a little bit better with them, but you need like a specific either pattern or float, something like that, to have it look decent. And I think I looked it up and I didn't really like the look of it, so even though this one doesn't match all that well, I ended up going with this one. Desert Eagle, got the Starcade. I think it looks really nice. This one, I believe, is minimal wear, so not super expensive, but yeah, it looks really good. The sparkles in it and everything, pretty unique, I think. Okay, for mid-tier, Mac 10. This is a super basic one. The light box, super cheap, but it's got just the little bit of purple accents, and that the actual light box on the back being purple, I think looks really good. For the MP7, I never really used this one. Not really any good options for it that I could see. Let me know if you know of any down in the comments, but again, I don't really use the MP7 at all. If I'm buying a pistol or SMG for terrorists, it's pretty much just the Mac 10. So that one's kind of just a placeholder. UMP, I don't really use this one either, but this one's also the Moonrise. This one has the little star on the back. Yeah, don't use this one often, but matches the Glock, so I figured I'd go with that because it's also super cheap. For the P90, also, I don't think I've ever bought this in a competitive match or premiere or anything like that. but this is a fairly cheap one that had some decent amount of purple on it, so that's one we went with. And then finally, the XM. This is the Ziggy, and this is a specific pattern. I think the 703 that has the most amount of purple on it. I think this one's even battle scarred, so wasn't super expensive. Only a few bucks, I think, but the amount of purple on it, I think, makes it look good. Then finally for rifles, for the Galil, I've been using this one, the new rainbow spoon. I think it looks pretty decent. I still haven't decided between this one and the I go over to Terrace and the Phoenix Blacklight. I think I like this one better. I think the colors match a little bit closer. But let me know which of those Galils I should be using, the Phoenix Blacklight or the Rainbow Spoon. For the AK, again, not an expensive one. There are definitely more expensive AKs out there that might match better, but the factory new Nightwish at the right angles definitely looks more purple than pink. So definitely not my favorite AK skin overall. Before I got the Pandora's box gloves, I was using the Bloodsport and the fuel injector, but they went into a trade for the gloves. So this I think doesn't look too bad. Not a huge fan of the Neon Rider, which I think is what a lot of people, recommend to go with the Pandoras or, even Vice gloves and everything. But I think this is good for now. Let me know if I should scrap this one for something else. For the SG, we got the Ultraviolet. Don't really use the SG that much, but I think the amount of purple on this one looks good. The black matches the gloves, purple matches the gloves, obviously. So that's my go-to for the SG. For the Scout, we have the Mainframe 001, another super inexpensive skin. Not too many good options for purple. I think a lot of people recommend the Turbo Peak, but I really don't like the look of that skin at all. So this one I think had more purple than a lot of the other options, so it's the one I went with. And then finally, the Op, we have the Sun and Leo, which is more blue, I'd say, than purple, but the Lightning Strike is kind of what I would go with if price wasn't a thing. But it's got enough purple on it, and I don't think it looks half bad. Again, not an expensive skin, but looks decent. All right, let's switch over to CT and take a look at what we have on that side. So for CT, using the same knife and glove combo, Karambit, Pandoras. For the USP, we're using the purple DD Pat. It's a souvenir one that I got. It's got Navi and Spirit on it, so I decided to keep the stickers. I think it's only Minware, so factory new one wouldn't be that expensive, but since I unboxed this one, I just kept it. Same R8 revolver, same thing, same P250, same thing there. 5.7. Again, this is another super cheap skin, but I think it has the right colors on it, so it's the one I went with. Matches more the palms than the outsides of the gloves, but I think it looks decent. And I don't use the 5.7 all that often, so it's not one I'm concerned about getting, you know, super nice skin for. Yeah, again, Desert Eagle. We got the Starcade, which again I think looks really nice. MP9. We have the Pandora's box. I like it just because it's the same pattern that's on the palms of the gloves. Kind of hard to see, but it's got those little monsters with the eyeballs. So it doesn't match the purple the most, but I think it's a pretty cool skin. And really, I think the only thing better would be the Wild Lily, whatever it's called, the super expensive MP9. I do use the MP9 quite a bit, but can't justify getting something, you know, that crazy for it. So went with this one here. P90 is the same. Mag 7, I used the BI-83 Spectrum. Also a cheap skin, but I think it's got enough purple, and it's something you don't really see very many people using. So this one I go with for that. Pretty much, if I'm going to buy, you know, something from mid-tier, it's usually going to be the MP9, potentially an XM, but most of these I don't really use that often. UMP, same thing, the Moonrise. Nothing super special there. Same XM, the Ziggy 703 pattern, just the max purple. And then rifles, for the M4A4, I have the Poly Suit. It's kind of a more muted purple, but I think it looks decent. I might end up switching to I think it's the Dead Space. It's a little bit brighter. Has, I think, a little bit more blue in it too compared to the black. This is kind of I think a placeholder for now, but it's not half bad, and it's a pretty new skin, so I figured I'd give it a try. For the M4 A1S, we have the Blue Phosphor. I know this one doesn't really match crazy well, but I just really like this skin, and I don't think it looks terrible, so it's not really a purple skin at all. I could change some of the stickers to get more of the Team Liquid ones here on the end. The Stockholm, I think it's 2021. Make it a little bit more purple, but don't really want to get rid of the stickers that are on it. They came with it in a trade, so I figured I'd just keep those on there. The FAMAS, again, not really one that I'd use all that often. If I find myself in a situation needing to use the FAMAS, I'm probably just going to get the MP9. But there's not really a whole lot of purple options for the FAMAS, so this is kind of the closest one I could find. This one isn't a super high wear, but I feel like even the factory new ones on this show a lot of wear. It was a little bit strange, but again, not something I'm too concerned about since I don't use it all that often. But with the new season coming out and buffs to the FAMAS, might be something I find myself using a little bit more. So we'll see kind of how those buffs turn out. Same SSG, the mainframe, and then the same lot. Probably will eventually get a lightning strike at some point, but for right now, can't really swing it. And then just the default Zeus. Nothing crazy there. I had a bunch of the ones from the kilowatt case, but ended up either putting them in trade ups or used them in trades. So that is my inventory. I have these Marvel Fade Shadow Daggers that I unboxed in a video not too long ago. probably end up using those either in a trade or selling those to help fund the lightning strike. That's probably my next upgrade, if not something for the AK. But and then also the Desert Eagle Print Stream Factory New that I probably end up using in a trade or just selling. But I didn't think it looked half bad when I got it going with the gloves, but the Starcade just looks way better in my opinion. Like if I had different gloves, I'd probably be using this one. Yeah, that's about it for the skins. Let me know what you guys think I should change up, if anything, or yeah, especially for the AK, the op, or if you know of any good AUG skins. I don't even have the AUG on my loadout right now, just because there's nothing really good purple wise for it. At least that's not super expensive, if I recall. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the loadout and what I should do for any improvements to it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing, and catch you later. Thanks. Bye.